What's up, guys? How are y'all doing? We are here, officially here. I have a baby dog behind me. Wow. Empress on the bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords right behind that. We have this Gemini full moon coming up. The last full moon of the year. Of the Gregorian calendar new year. But in regards to the Gregorian calendar, it's really interesting. I was thinking about this today, how the Capricorn and Cancer axis is like the beginning of the Gregorian calendar, right? Which is January, and the middle of the year is considered to be like July, June, right? So, which is like the 1st and the 7th, right? Months. But we assign the 4th and the 10th house to these axes. So I think it's really interdependent, like kind of on whichever way you want to see it, right? It's that cardinal wheel, it's that those cardinal points, right? The 4 main pillars of our lives that we look at that are kind of interchangeable. So we could look at Cancer as relationships, and we could look at the Capricorn axis as the beginning of the self. And Aries, the Aryan nature, to be representative of the home, and Libra to be represented as the reputation. Libras tend to have really good reputations. They have this social etiquette about them that puts them, they're charming, right? That's what Libras are known for, is their charm. Not only their beauty, but their charm and their ability to be... So something to think about. I don't know if we need to change the way that we look at the natural rulers of the houses, or if we need to change the natural, Gregorian calendar. I think it would be a little bit easier to change the... but it's also like, is Capricorn considered to be the devil, or is that Libra? Or is that Cancer even, right? Wherever it is, I definitely can see like the devil being representative of like the 7th house, which is naturally, they say, ruled by Libra, but it could also be ruled by Cancer, right? That like feeling of being in a relationship and like it being so sensitive that any external force, whether it's another woman coming into the picture, could make it so unhappy and unpleasant to be in that it becomes dark and you're like trapped and you can't get out of the relationship. Or a man comes around, right, and you don't have the freedom to express your desire to flirt or to like appease that man, right, or the woman, right? So I think that's why I kind of steer away from being in like committed relationships. I'm sure some people are still really interested in that, but it's just like the whole like cuffing thing is just, it's dead, right? It's just not, right? I mean, I guess it can be. It's like, is that any way to live your life? I think the Lover's card is different, but it's like, even in the Lover's card, there's that fiery pit to down below where it's like, you're so close. When you're in the Lover's card, you're so close to that change in perspective that it's like night and day, right? It can happen in an instant, or it can happen within hours. So they're kind of two sides to the same coin. In the same way that the, difficult thing to traverse through life, right? To kind of have to deal with that energy. And we all do, if we've been in relationships. Some of us might not be. I'm sure a lot of people that watch tarot aren't in relationships. But they might be the kind of people that... it's like you throwing something to the wall and you're seeing what's sticking, right? It's like noodles, right? You're making noodles. You're making spaghetti sauce. You're making spaghetti. and you got to check the noodles, and so you take one out of the pot and you throw it against the wall, and if it sticks to the wall, then they're done. You can't really throw a dick at a wall, can you? You can try. You can't really do it. You can't throw a dick at a wall. You can throw a dildo at a wall. You can maybe get it stick if it has like a suction cup or something on it. I don't know where that came from. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Alright. Let's see what's going on with you guys. We have this power card still out. So there's an aspect of lightning, right? If we're talking about symbology, like the lightning strike can talk about, like the lightning bolt is a symbol for Zeus, right? And if we think, I was thinking about this today when I was painting my room back to white after that beautiful blue color it's gone now, but I was thinking about Zeus and about how we're all kind of Zeus, right? Okay, so like, and I was also thinking about this, like Saturn, and talking about how Saturn would like eat his kids, right? What if that was like indicative of like him eating his own sperm? And that's like, that could be like an initiation, or that could be like a ritual that a man could do to become Satan or to become Saturn, is to eat his own sperm. Is that weird to think about? Sorry, that got really weird. Somebody might do that. Somebody might be interested in trying that. I'm not sure. No. Oh. Oh. We have the King of Wands. I was dating this guy this one time, and he really liked to masturbate a lot. Like, that was like his thing. He really just liked to do it. He liked to watch porn and masturbate like all the time. It was unhealthy. But one time, like, I came home and he was doing it, and he had like a little bit of like cum like on his mouth right here. I was like, oh my gosh. Whoa, King of Wands. Baby, come through. Okay, we have a King of Wands. It's kind of disgusting. Click off the video then. You don't have to listen. It's almost over anyways. Okay, King of Wands coming through. What's up with this King of Wands? It could be like powerful, right? It could be like a crazy, like, I think they do that in the Lima or like the OTO or something. Or like the AA, I'm not really sure. Something like that. The pouring of one's cup into their own cup, right? The doing it yourself, right? Creating harmony in a tense situation. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This person he has red wings, and it talks about like when you like eat a pussy and they're on their period. It talks about like letting your red wings fly, right? So there can be an okay, this is getting weird. I haven't used the Rider-Waite deck in a while. I've been using a lot of sexual tarots. I have a new sexual tarot and oracle deck coming today. I'm excited to use it. It's going to be here at 4 in the morning. As well as new face plates for the wall outlets, because I kind of decorated them. Just so that everything is like originally the way it was when I got here for the most part. Let's see. I still need to go get some paint thinner to put on the carpet over here, where I got some blue on the carpet. But other than that, it's pretty much done. I have most of my stuff packed up. I just have to get the moving people over here, and we're gonna put it all in the truck, and we're gonna get the fuck going. I'm not moving that far away. I think like maybe a mile away. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun, right? I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know why I just started talking about that. Okay. Confirmation. Reddit. A Reddit email. Okay. Are you sleeping, baby? This is my baby, dude. This is so cute. She's sleeping now. Are you sleeping right now? She said not sleeping now, but we'll use this one pillow here. Got some paint in your ear. We're gonna give you a bath in the morning. We're gonna give you a big old bath. If you want to have a bath, we can take a bath. Yeah, we'll give you one. Just let me be myself. Life's not so bad. The Knight of Cups just came out. Now, there could be somebody coming towards you, or you're being asked to get into the energy of the Knight of Cups. Now, when we're looking at the Knight of Cups, there could be like an aspect of being there for a good time, not a long time. There can be an aspect of being extremely charming and romantic and almost getting swept off your feet. But then there's this other aspect of the Knight of Cups that sometimes the Knight of Cups doesn't always stay to be the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups could really be, maybe when, like at first they're the Knight of Cups, at first they're really charming, at first they're really sweet. But when they start to become more stationary, right, they're really sweet when they're on the move. They're really sweet when they haven't seen you every single day for a long time. But then once they become stationary, it's like they kind of become this King of Wands. And the King of Wands is a hothead, right? You see he's got like this weird, like burn. He's got this burn on his head. It's because he's a hothead, right? He has a temper. He can get angry. So there's this need. There could even be like some need to learn how to take care of yourself, right? Make sure that there's no like codependency issues. This kind of jumped all over the place. We were talking about the lightning bolt. I forgot. Back to the lightning bolt. Saturn. I was talking about Zeus and Saturn. Like Zeus is the one that gets away, right? So we're all Zeus in that aspect. Meaning we're the one that makes it. Like I think he goes to a cave, right? He goes to a cave, which could be symbolic of like the cave of Lilith or like the vaginal tunnel. And the brothers and sisters that get, I don't know exactly how to explain that, but there could be an aspect of that coming through. Right, so we're all going to be really reflective of this Sagittarian energy. I've been so fucking sexual lately, you guys. Like, I have my eros and my psyche in Sagittarius with Pluto. Mama mia, papa pia. I don't know what the fuck that means, but like, oh my gosh, dude. I've been feeling it really strong this year. Like, my eros and my Pluto are like completely conjunct at the beginning of Sagittarius. My psyche, which is like, it's like the woman that's a little bit better than Venus, right? But she gets hidden because Venus has this aspect of jealousy about her, right? And Eros is Aries and Venus's son, or like the child they have when they have their affair. So that's who Eros is. And Psyche is like a nymph that Eros is really attracted to. And Venus kind of hates Psyche, right? She hates her because she's better than her. So there can be an aspect of like, and we were talking about relationships at the beginning of this and about how other people coming into the situation can cause a devil situation. Ten of Swords, we have the Sun and Gemini coming out. I think that this is something that is really kind of personal to you. I think that this is the kind of energy that you kind of, it's like your subconscious. It's not really something that you really talk about like this, but you can feel the energy, right? It's like, that's just like a different perspective of things. Can we get a card to wrap this reading up? I don't want it to get too long. We have the Tower in reverse and the Death in reverse with the Ace of Wands. So the Tower reverse can talk about like averting a catastrophe, not having like something catastrophic that could potentially be happening, but not happening, right? It's like then we get this King of Pentacles energy. where it's like we stay focused on the bag, we stay focused on the money, we're not so focused on the, right, that's what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the bag, right? We're changing our perspective to be focused on finances and fame and popularity and being seen and being recognized and being, you know, taking our like place on the throne of our lives, right? Big star energy with the High Priestess in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that message there. We also had the Hermit in reverse card, so it's like coming out of isolation, kind of like I'm moving in with somebody that still calls me Shenanigans. Like, that was my nickname when I was growing up. Like, this person still knows me as Shenanigans, right? They don't even know me as Madeline, which is like my nickname, whatever. That's what they named me. Whatever. So I have this tattoo here. It's not finished. And it probably won't ever be finished. But that is what it means. So, what is this High Priestess in reverse, please? Four of Pentacles. Sun in Capricorn. It's all going to revolve around me. It's all going to revolve around you. It's all going to revolve around I. And just don't make yourself small, right? Allow yourself to be big right now. Allow yourself to take up space right now. Allow yourself to be in that Empress divine, but more divine than the Empress, right? Like, the Empress has a whole bunch of clothes on. Psyche has no clothes on. Psyche is, how do you say it? Psyche's ready. She's ready. She's like in touch and at one with her sexuality. And she's ready to express her passion and her love and her erotic nature to whoever she deems to be her eros. There's an aspect of Cupid involved in eros as well, because Cupid and the eros. So that's the message I got for you guys. I hope you guys like that. If you guys are interested in learning more about eros, the deck I'm getting in a second is going to be really based around eros. It's an eros deck, so I'm super excited to get it because I have my Pluto conjunct eros. So it's like I can just feel it's like the energy that, like, Pluto means obsession, right? Pluto's obsession. Pluto is deep passion. Is like Pluto in Scorpio, which in sidereal it is in Scorpio, so there is that aspect. Also, it's conjunct Pluto at the beginning of Sagittarius, so it's really close to being in Scorpio, but there's like this aspect of eros in Scorpio with Pluto just makes it so strongly emphasized in my 8th house at that. So it's like, it's not really something that I like a lot of people to know, right? It's like Scorpios aren't hoey. Scorpios aren't slutty. Scorpios are very particular about the people that they allow into that area of their lives. But when they do allow someone into the area of that area of their lives, it tends to be really intense, and it tends to be really taboo, and it tends to be really it's like when you fuck a Scorpio, you're not fucking a Scorpio's body, you're not doing it for a quick get off, right? It's like you're fucking that person's soul. So that's the thing about Scorpio sex that's different. It's like how do you say it? It's like when you're fucking someone and you like stare them dead in the eyes, right? It's like cry when you're done kind of sex. Maybe even cry in the middle a little bit. It's like you go to a different planet, like you go to it's a different area of consciousness entirely. For those of you that have Scorpio placements, you might understand what I'm talking about. I also have Chiron and Lilith in the 8th house. So I have like a really, really, really intense 8th house. I don't have sex a lot, but when I do find someone that I want to have sex with, it tends to be super, super, super intense. It's like the best you've ever had kind of sex, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be the first time I've ever been told that. So anyways, I don't know where that all came from. Eros, we're having Sagittarius energy right now. I like Sagittariuses. We get along good. So I'm going to go now. And I hope you guys liked that message. And I hope to talk to you soon. And I will talk to you again later. Probably in a little bit when I get this deck. It's supposed to be here at 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Through Amazon. So I will be doing a message with that. So stay tuned for that in a few hours. Bye.